in the church world, especially in the Protestant church world, we have a lot of people who do lots of harm to the body of Christ by talking about a certain form of prosperity. That is essentially a quid pro quo. You give to get. If you give to God, you'll receive. Anybody who teaches that in a skewed way or with a straight face, you should seriously consider that you're listening to the voice of the devil, okay? Because the reality is God can bless you, and God does bless you. The first blessing that you receive from God is that He called you. He found you wherever you were. He opened your eyes, and He gave you the ability to see, to hear, to desire. That's the first blessing. If you can't see that as a blessing, you're blind. That's the first one. The second thing being, we'll call it in the parallel of prosperity, godly prosperity, is God can bless your hands for the work that you do to become more productive. God, we read in Deuteronomy, the children of Israel would not acknowledge that God gave them the riches that they had when they left Egypt, not the Egyptians. God said, you take from them, you're going to go out richer and greater than when you went in. So I think a lot of times we don't understand truly what prosperity can mean for the Christian. The first rule is if God does bless you, and I'm talking about in the tangible way, you can never, as a Christian, let those possessions control you or be greater than God. And that's the problem with a lot of this prosperity stuff that's out there, and that has plagued the body of Christ for a long time. Because if somebody would say just this plainly, God can give you the ability to get riches, but does He do it for everybody? No, not in the tangible. But does He give riches to everybody? Yes, because everyone receives Jesus Christ. If you're not clear about that, there are plenty of people out there that will tell you, oh, if you give $5 to God, you'll get 50 back. Sorry, that's not called giving, by the way. That's maybe like gambling or playing the stock market. Giving is saying, I take this, which I don't really call mine. God gave it to me to be a steward over. And I give it to Him, and I place it at the storehouse where I receive my spiritual food. That's pretty simple.
Come into this house, magnify the Lord, lift up holy hands, our hearts in one accord. Worship and bow down before Him, exalt His name today. Come into this house,